How's it going, everybody? I thought I would come on here today to do a soft-spoken video as opposed to a whispered one, since I have been whispering a lot of my videos, with the exception of the last one. After I got sick, I didn't whisper, I started soft speaking. And so, what I have here is I'm going to clip 2 prayer levels that I decided to get real quick when I woke up. What you saw quick was just some farming footage of me getting quite unlucky with the bottomless bucket yet again. And currently, while I'm narrating this, I am doing a farming run. As always, I've been doing quite a lot of farming, especially now that I have the ISR seed up. Been trying to get all the big herbs out of the way. I've had quite a bit of seeds stock up, and not that I am in a rush to get them done, but I want to see where we're at. So I think I'll do this prayer training, and then maybe I was thinking about filming another short installment of relaxing bossing, and that is because I have finally got myself another black demon task and am super excited about that. However, as you know, that is going to be quite an event to strap in for. So, I'm going to try to enjoy some other more relaxing aspects of the game before I get pretty frustrated, inevitably, with my lack of Zenyte drops. If you recall, I'm at about 700 kills dry on a Zenyte. That's like 4 tasks. So yeah, it's getting pretty annoying, especially because some of my crafting materials are getting to the point where I'm going to be able to wear the tormented bracelet pretty soon. Sorry, I'm just trying to Okay, sorry. Yeah. I'm going to be able to get to a point where I can wear the tormented bracelet, which is kind of frustrating because obviously I still have a lot of hours of like actual crafting to do, but for intensive purposes, I'm pretty close to completing it, if not kind of, done. I just need to mine the sand. Currently doing some compost right now. Did quite a bit yesterday, but I'm gonna keep with it. So yes, some people here are actually disputing the usefulness with runite darts, which I definitely have questioned, not that I'm saying I have any authority. I don't know anything about blowpipe's efficacy post-nerf. I've only ever used the pre-nerf blowpipe. And the being nerfed in half is quite extreme. Is it that bad? No, not necessarily that bad. I mean, at the end of the day, the stats weren't very high, so cutting them in half might not have the same effect with RuneScape's mechanics as one might think. I guess is the only way I'll put that. That's not something I know for sure, but yeah, like one aspect about the range strength getting brought down from 40 to 20 is like, okay, that definitely is substantial. However, it's only a couple max hits in total, and then you should be hopefully redoubling what you already have with the strength of the dart. I mean, obviously I'm not saying that it's not a nerf. It's a, it's a nerf in the most purest form. I just think that clearly if it was as big a nerf as some people not complain, but like talk about, then it wouldn't be used, nor would it be meta. And not only is it still used, but it's still meta. I mean, I know that Bofa is probably kind of outperforming everything right now, but that's also for good reason. I mean, Bofa is difficult to farm. In my opinion, it's probably harder to farm than Blowpipe. Especially just because I feel like Zulrah for most people is kind of better / more engaging, because A, you're only doing the fight. And B, kills are shorter. C, you are using like your own gear and your own rewards and stuff, and that's not a bash against it's not supposed to be a bash against the dungeoneering mechanic of Gauntlet, because I do like it. I think it's cool that there is one single piece of not corrupt Gauntlet. Sorry, I'm still a little distracted, obviously doing my farm runs. Glad that there is a single piece of dungeoneering type content in the game. Obviously, I think the whole skill of dungeoneering, which you trained in 99, was like way too far and kind of not really fitting of RuneScape, but also not really fitting of like RuneScape's like goals and whatnot. It's, World of Warcraft has some coveted items, but the way that RuneScape players are meant to covet items for utility and fashion reasons is totally unrelatable to something like WoW. So, to kind of remove that element was a pretty big deal. And I don't actually remember the rewards from dungeoneering. I'm sure obviously they existed, but I'm sure they were not just materials or GP. I'm sure there were armor sets or items. Don't remember how the Karasi sword came into the game. Let's look that up. Where did the Karasi sword come from? Very, very broken, like 2012 era RuneScape sword. 2010, actually. Repurchased. No, I'm not looking for repurchased. Getting a memory issue here. Let me close out Google Chrome, although I'm sure Google Chrome has already crashed. Yep. What a shocker. Doesn't look like I will actually. Okay. It's obtained from the quest of the void to stairs back. I don't know if that's actually always been the case. That doesn't sound familiar that it was a quest item, considering it was so powerful. I feel like it was a drop, but I could be wrong about that, obviously. So yeah, let's talk about some stuff here. Let's talk about the prayer that you're watching. Some pretty sweet prayer grinding. As you could see, I am risking it. I'm bringing my superior dragon bones out of the wilderness. For a while, I was planning, I'll keep them around for super anti-fires, and I will, but I like Vorkath. I'll be farming Vorkath. You get, crisp 2 bones per kill. You don't really need all that much super anti-fire to do content in the game, and the XP is not, it's not what you might expect, right? It's not like 260 experience or something. Like it's more, it's XP that you could expect from, sorry, I hate losing, I hate getting distracted while rambling because it really ruins it, obviously. It's XP that you could expect it from doing exactly what you're doing, which is adding some other material to a potion to make it. Typically those potions, since they stack on other potions, won't give you like an incredible amount of experience. They'll give you something pretty modest, and that's fair, right? Good, another military aid notification. Thank you so much. But yeah, so I don't have the prayer running video down, and depending on how long this ramble goes for, maybe I will. Well, I don't know. I was going to say maybe I'll put some Giant Mole footage in there, but I want Giant Mole to be a relaxing boss video, especially because Giant Mole is just such classic content. It's really gotta be, that way. So, I don't know, maybe I could head to Demonics afterwards and do like a single inventory if I ramble for so long that you're gonna need something else to watch. That might be the play. Mauritania has now become my least favorite farming patch because of my new Catherby portal, which I should have totally had installed a long time ago. But with my new Catherby portal, I am right there in the action. It's pretty damn awesome, I gotta say. Okay, let's not drop those. And recently, so before I talk about some more game stuff, I'll talk about some ASMR stuff. A couple ideas. One thing I was just talking to a friend about who follows my ASMR is that I would love to do a video in which I talk about maybe my own history with ASMR, which, not to have like an ego up or anything, but I know a bit naturally about the history of ASMR on YouTube, just because my history of ASMR on YouTube was the history of ASMR on YouTube. I started following back when I was in like middle school, so we're talking like, well, actually late middle school, so we're talking like 2015, 2016, there was ASMR, but we scant used that term, and I will never forget. I guess I'll talk about it here. I'll never forget the very first video I found, which was labeled ASMR, that I really watched to death. So there were kind of two. I believe one of them was a sand drawing ASMR video where they called it ASMR. It was like sand drawing, like 14.1 or something. Let me actually try to look that up to see if I could find it, because I believe I cannot find it. No, these are not them. The video I'm thinking about is an outdoor video on this dude's table. They also had like crayon drawing, like something point whatever. Yeah, okay, no, so those videos aren't really in circulation anymore. Maybe they don't exist. That was the first one. That was interesting to me. I just knew that it was relaxing, something nice to listen to, and they had the term ASMR, which was confusing to me, but I'm not actually sure that I looked it up. but as a kid I feel like I must have, because like that's just the type of stuff I do. That's what I was interested in, you know, it's curiosity learning. But then I took it a step further and I found a video called, I believe its verbatim name is Relaxing. Sorry, my voice is cracking. I need to keep a nice, feminine, soft-spoken voice. I believe it was called Relaxing Spa Massage, verbatim. And it was by a creator named AMLSD, who I don't know if she still creates content, but I believe she is Armenian or maybe Iranian, living in the United States, I believe. And she was just, not that this is relevant, but she is just this bi woman who made a very like classic and appropriate relaxing spa ASMR, where, like, for any of you listening here, this is not like an opinion of mine where like I have a problem, so I don't have like a problem with sexualizing ASMR or anything, or showing like cleavage or any other sexual features, or even being like flirty. That stuff is fine. I mean, it has its own audience. The only real issue with stuff like that are some of the people who consume it are weird and maybe on the fringes of society or even dangerous, but you know, that's not the fault of those creating the content, and that certainly does not comprise the majority of those who enjoy the content, which might just be normal people. Even I, every now and then, will watch like flirty type of content, and you know, I have a partner, and I'm, you know, very satisfied with my partner. It's more about the personal attention thing that is kind of ASMR inducing, as Maria once said. But anyways, okay, to get back to my topic, it was the first video I saw under like this ASMR term that was getting used. It was just such a lovely video. It's obviously littered with white noise, like a lot of early ASMR is littered with like crazy white noise, and so for some people that's not too tolerable anymore. But I still, you know, earlier in my ASMR stages, I used to watch a single video pretty much every night or every time I watched ASMR. And that would kind of be like my video for a while, and then I would move on. Now I don't do that. Sometimes there is a video that will like really grab me, and I will do that, but it's not like an OCD, like ritualistic type thing like it kind of used to be, because I also am slightly OCD, where psychiatrically I'm not considered OCD, but I've been quoted as having obsessive compulsive ritualistic tendencies, and that's just a part of my bipolar, which is, you know, what my psychiatrist and I have talked about. So yeah, I'm getting some nice combos during this ramble. I actually don't even know if I recorded enough footage to like fit all of the ramble that I even have, so I definitely will be grabbing some more footage for you guys. Let's actually see like how much footage of the bone running did we have. It was probably like a good amount. The only problem is it's gonna be time lapsed, and it's gonna be cut up because I'm not gonna show you myself like banking and shit, because that'd be a little ridiculous. But yeah, I'm currently working on that. I've had some more people approach me in game. I think I'm gonna mention that. Not like approach me, but you know, PM me. I think that's awesome, by the way, if you're listening to this at this point and you obviously I'm not asking you to in the same way that people ask, like, hey, leave a like or leave a sub, but like, if you do have the inclination to drop a PM in game, but you feel like, not that you're embarrassed, because like I'm not like an authority or like fucking popular or anything, but you know, you feel like it might bother me or anything, don't worry. Obviously, I love getting PMs like that. There is a reason I keep my private on. Most of it is for just general gameplay. I like people to be able to whisper me. I don't get whisper botted anymore. Whisper botting isn't really something that that goes on too much. I mean, obviously, if you go on to World 2, you know, Grand Exchange is going to be a different story, but yeah. I've completed an elite task in Ardoin, guys. Wow. I planted some Torstal, but I only got 6, so like, fuck. Stop. Oh, okay, that's another thing, is I need to try to stop swearing, because I know swearing at certain points in the videos can hurt its chances of becoming easily searchable, and that's definitely something I am working on, where like I said, I don't have like a goal / mission to like train, not train, to popularize the channel, but as you guys have pointed out, as I've pointed out, / you know, been made aware of, I am the only like consistent ASMR content creator for old school RuneScape content, especially like actual late game content where I'm doing things of substance, like past the free to play level, or past, you know, people just kind of like logging in after a while for nostalgia's sake. I'm here actually playing the game, and obviously I'm not saying like my content is good. I think my content is actually substantially average, if not below average, because I don't, you know, I haven't put the time into like crafting themed videos and shit like that, like I want to do and will do in the future, and kind of try to practice with my relaxing bossing series. Also, what a waste of a pouch. Or patch here. Oh, I know you guys can't see, but I planted some iron in the Troll Stronghold pouch. But yeah, so my point is, you know, when you search up old school RuneScape ASMR on YouTube, I am not the very first thing that pops up, and that makes sense, because there's always going to be a couple, like, semi-viral videos that will have a few thousand, you know, like 50,000 or whatever views, and then that is what that is. Those are going to be the ones at the top, but like, I don't believe my channel is within the top 5 when you search that. I think it's actually one of my videos which is in the top 5. I believe it's the out of anything, it's a very random Slayer video, which is, you know, an interesting testament as to how the algorithm picks up on things, and it doesn't pick up on other things, and just sort of a randomness to it. Well, obviously it's not random, it's very unrandom. The point is it's very difficult to interpret and understand for us as people. So I don't know if it's because I've just been really diligent with farming, but I feel like I have a lot of herbs all of a sudden, and I just did like a large herb grind. I don't think I have 84 herb lore banked, but I might, and I'm definitely be coming close pretty soon. I gotta restock up on my poison ivy berries, because I'm gonna be using them soon, even though the nightshade will go way quicker. Oh, gotta do my calquat tree, of course. I've been trying to get back on doing that, since it's just way too much XP to give up, since it's literally free every day. Can't give it up, guys. Like, I literally have like 100,000 seeds. I have over 1 million experience just in calquat. It makes me feel kind of dumb for not doing this stuff earlier, for sure. I could definitely be up at 90 already. CKS here. Not really. We're looking at a CKR, it turns out. Oh, once again, you guys can't see this. I keep forgetting I'm narrating over something else. So yeah, we did pretty good on the bone running. What did we do? We got 200,000 prayer XP, just like that. It's pretty sweet. In fact, let me just switch worlds here so we could do a temple OSRS check on that here. Let's see how many ranks we climbed. We should have hit a discrete bracket because we went into augury and then we went one over it, so that's usually how that works. Not as many as I thought. 5,000. Well, it brought me into 37,000. My god, my tree isn't done. Is that a joke? When did I plant this, guys? Yeah, but now, I wonder what my highest, rank is. I think it's attack. Yeah, it is attack, defense, prayer, and then smithing. That's weird. How do Ironmen not have high smithing? That's insane. Like, that's actually fucking insane. Okay, so let's see. Let me work on editing this a little bit while I'm recording this ramble here. Like, there definitely, like I said, there are things I gotta cut out here. Like, yeah, you know, like when we go out to a suicide, I try to actually hit the pause recording on that, but I'm not usually very good. I like to, oh, my seaweed is ready. Oh my god. So much to do. I have 2,500 seaweed. That's really good. I'm actually really happy that I kind of got on to doing my seaweed because it was just getting a little bit out of hand. Like, yeah, the farming, not the farming, the crafting XP that I knew I was going to get when I realized I was about to go for anguish all the way from like 76 crafting, which was such an undertaking, really hit me, and I thought for a while that I might have like legitimately kind of fucked up the account and really neglected seaweed too hard. That's not true. I've even mentioned this before, where if you have the spores, and even if you don't, you could chill down there and you'll grab them eventually. If you're also mining sand and you're kind of just being diligent about everything, you can actually get seaweed at about the rate that you're going to be using it if you take into account the whole process of crafting, including super glass making, just all of that. So it's actually not too big a deal. But you do need a little bit of a buffer, which I would recommend having a few hundred to buffer just in case you start having bad patches or you can't protect them or whatever. Let's see here. Like I said, I want to make sure I include the clips of me grabbing the spirit dragon bones out of the bank as well, because that's kind of kind of clout. To be running them at the Chaos Altar. I actually didn't lose any. Now, frankly, I don't even know how you would lose any, because, like, I'm not saying you can't get, like, rushed and killed there, but if you're only bringing, like, an inventory of bones and you have the menu entry swapper to do the use click, I feel like if you're somewhat diligent with like say you put a couple pieces of armor on that you know you're not going to lose some melee range defense, and you're praying mage, you're probably not going to get dropped before you use them all. If you bring like 3 or 4 brews at high health, you're gonna be real healthy. Also, this seaweed patch was maybe one of the worst ones I've ever gotten. I was 30 in between the whole 2. Oh my god. See, okay, so I'll sit down here and edit my video while I wait for other seaweed spores to drop. Let's go back here on the second monitor here. Yeah, okay, what am I doing here? Really lollygagging. Oh no, my Vegas crashed. Oh, please, God. Please tell me that we have a save before some of the bigger chops that I did. It does look like we do. It does look, yeah, okay. Yeah, it actually looks like we more or less had like an autosave, so oh my god, thank you. I don't know if I was about to say this, but yeah, I think the bone running process is pretty satisfying content, just because it's so much prayer XP. Prayer is a fucking pain in the ass. It could be stressful if you like play the game and you're thinking about getting PK'd or whatever, but don't worry about that. Might even time lapse it even further, I'm not sure. I don't want it to look too ridiculous, is the problem. Actually, there's a clip who was gonna PK me, but I told him all I had was brews. What a dick. Okay, and that was it. So that's not all time lapse actually, and I don't think it's all cut up. So let me see here. I was originally properly cutting this video, and like as I was shooting it, but then I dropped the ball. I got lazy. I always regret that. Like even here, for example, I got me at the bank. Like, what am I doing here? So it does seem like I did a pretty decent job for